Hello guys, it's me. This is the Hub Critic back at another day. That time I'm doing a preseason for the NBA. Look at all the matches that Denver Nuggets are about to play in the preseason, starting off tonight, or yes, for me tomorrow morning, early in the morning, on the 2nd of October 2015 against the LA Clippers at LA. And this will obviously be the first match of the NBA, which is a very historical match for the Nuggets to play. So I think that it's a fun match and a match that will be remembered. So, first of all, let's take a look at that match. Obviously, the stats on that, if we can go and pull them up right now. Yeah, so the Clippers are going to be playing home that night, and obviously the Clippers do have a strong squad with DeAndre Jordan staying there, along with the likes of Blake Griffin and, some others that I could mention out there, pop them out there. Just a very talented squad, I think, in all, and one that really could have a big impact on the Nuggets outcome. So hopefully we'll try and keep up with the Clippers in this match, and keep them on their toes, keep them on their feet, keep them pasted. We obviously have the likes of a new team member, Mike Miller, who's taking up a position on the team, along with, we have Emmanuel Mudiay, who could be fast upkeeping alongside, Blake Griffin and stuff. So let's take a look at this. It will take a place at 8:30, and we'll see how that goes. Our second match is on Tuesday, October 6th, and it is in the American Airlines Arena. Again, an away match against the Dallas Mavericks. Now, for this match, I do hope for a win. The Dallas Mavericks, I know, I haven't seen much of them last season, so I'm really excited to see them. But I do believe that we can get a win here if we try pretty hard. Just to comment on the win-losses, I have to say that they have gotten... They made them make the playoffs last year. They got 50 wins, 32 losses, which is obviously a far cry from what we got. Just to comment on, LA Clippers did get 56 wins, 26 losses. So they're two playoff teams we're taking away at home at away matches. So that's going to be back-to-back hardcore, take these two teams on. As I said, we finished 12 in the Western Conference. They finished 7th. But we could probably try our hardest to try and push them out of that playoff picture and hopefully pull us up a few worse spots. And with the Dallas Mavericks have been doing pretty impressive with a .610% win percentage, which is really nice for that type of team that just kind of goes in the middle there. But anyway, another team that we're hoping to have a good encounter with, I really do hope that we might get a win here. I'm sorry guys, but I just haven't been hearing much of the Dallas Mavericks lately, and I hope that we can somehow overcome that. Our third match of the regular preseason takes place here in a home match, and is against the Chicago Bulls, Thursday, October 8th at 7 p.m. It will be taken place at the Core Events Center in Boulder, Colorado, or wherever that is. So it will be a nice home match here, and very exciting for us because I think we're getting our stadium updated. So I don't think it's placed at our home stadium, but it will definitely be a home match. So we're going to see that against the Chicago Bulls, who did a pretty good job in the Eastern Conference. But let's face it, the Eastern Conference just wasn't the most impressive last year. They finished 3rd overall in the playoffs. And they went 50 wins, 32 losses, a 6-10, which is exactly the same as Dallas Mavericks, which just shows you how poorly the Eastern Conference did overall. So that's what seems like a hard encounter. I think we can actually pull off a win here with the home crowd, and obviously with Derrick Rose being out, which is 50 wins and 32 losses for them. And Derrick Rose will not be here, guys, I'm pretty sure. So that would be very exciting to see if we pull off a win here. So we'll see how that goes in that home match. I'm very excited for. A very anticipated match, in my opinion. And next is a away match against the almighty Golden State Warriors on Tuesday, October 13th at the Oracle Arena, Oakland, in their home stadium. They secured a historical 817 goal percentage, along with 67 wins and 15 losses. This team was unstoppable last year, winning the NBA championship. And if we even get close to them, within 5 for any amount of time, I really do believe that we've done a good job against this team. Obviously, they're going to pick up the win. It's no really stopping that theory from happening. And obviously, even some other teams are going to have a hard job that had a pretty good season last year. I do think that Golden State Warriors will have a great job getting to the playoffs last year. An easy journey there, but I do think that they're going to have a target on their back. And something's telling me that they're not going to win the NBA championship next year, guys, just let's face it. Anyway, so that's a really exciting team to face. And it will just be like a measuring stick for how we've improved since last season. And how we're doing in that preseason with the kind of new squad going on. Which I did comment on my last video, which you can go check that out on my Denver Nuggets roster video. So, our next match, which I believe is our 5th match of the preseason, is on Friday, October 16th at the Pepsi Center, Denver, Colorado, where we'll be in the new Pepsi Center. Obviously, the last home match wasn't actually there in the same place, but it's been updated, and by this point, it will be ready with the new logo and stuff going on the floor, which is, the whole floor is being done up, so it'll look really nice. If you can go check that out on the Denver Nuggets website, I think it's on the headlines. There's pictures of it, so you can go check that out. And I leave a link in the description for you guys, just in case you want to see that. And the Phoenix Suns will be taking us on in a home game. So another home game this season. Surprisingly, we haven't there's many home games this preseason. But anyway, Phoenix Suns finished 10th, just outside of the playoffs position by 2, with 39 wins and 43 losses. .476. This is one of the teams I believe that could have done a lot better this last season. They looked really impressive in my opinion, and I do think that we can take advantage of their kind of declining stature amongst the Western Conference. With just a lot of better teams taking over. Obviously, they really did try hardest, but obviously didn't finish up very good. We finished in 12th by comparison, with only 9 less wins than the Phoenix Suns, guys. So we could definitely try a win here at a home game. That'd be very impressive if we actually do it and accomplish that feat tonight, or on Friday, October 16th, obviously. And I'm just hoping for a big win tonight, on that night. So, yeah, I think that could be a really close one, and I do think that if we try to remain positive, we could get a win there. Another away game takes place on Sunday, October 18th, against the Oklahoma City Thunder in Shakespeare Arena. This team finished just outside of the playoffs, and I do believe they could snab a win over us. Their record was 5-4-9, which is the same as the New Orleans Pelicans, which I do think are going to get better. I don't think they necessarily will make the playoffs this year, just with the competitiveness in the Western Conference and the growth of the New Orleans Pelicans. But I do think that they're going to have a strong season, and they're obviously going to finish close or better than they did last season. So I do, unfortunately, think that they're going to win this match. And our final game is an away game against the Utah Jazz, Thursday, October 22nd. We're going to see how that goes, because Utah finished 11th, just ahead of us, guys. But when I say just, I mean they did a lot better than us last season. Obviously, we had a pretty crap season last year. They finished 8 games ahead of us, even though we were 1 spot down, which is crazy to think, because of some of the competitiveness that takes place in the Western Conference. We just did crap. We kind of bombed without us even knowing it. We just bombed. We had a lot of coaches, and I can go on to the problems that we had. But let's just face it, we had a crap season. So this is going to be a really rival match, a really important match. Really excited, probably the most anticipated match I have. And if we pull out a win here, it would be really, really good for us. It would do wonders for our team. Obviously, we finished .366 compared to their .463, which is nearly .100 more win percentage than us, which is crazy since they're only 1 spot off. Like, if you check the timetable, you think, oh, they're already one place better than us, but no, they're miles better than us. Last season. So hopefully, and fingers crossed here, I'm predicting a win against the Utah Jazz. I know that sounds kind of crazy, but it will be, yes, it will be a away game against the Utah Jazz. But I do think we can snap a win over them. We know them very well. We've played a lot of matches with them in the past, and we definitely could outsmart them this time. So, yeah, I'm really hoping for a win there. Just to recap on the amount of matches we have here, I'm predicting a loss against the LA Clippers, a win against the Dallas Mavericks, hopefully. I mean, that's kind of a long shot to say, since it is a away match. Okay, so a loss against the LA Clippers. Let's see. We might be experiencing a loss against the Mavericks, a win against the Chicago Bulls, a loss against the Golden State Warriors. Let's see, a win against the Phoenix Suns would be impressive, a loss against the Oklahoma City Thunder, and a win against Utah Jazz. And that's a very hopeful looking schedule. I mean, I would kind of argue that there will be 5 losses against, say, Chicago Bulls, and 2 wins with Utah Jazz and who else? Dallas, or Phoenix even. So that's definitely looking like a 5-2 record, or 2-5 record, 2 wins, 5 losses, or 3, which would be the likely situation. But I'm actually really hoping we get 3 wins and 4 losses, which would be really impressive in that preseason with all the star power that's taking place in that preseason. So I'm just going to mark my word here, guys. I'm guessing we're going to have 2 wins in the preseason and 5 losses. That's sort of my realistic prediction there. Obviously, I'm hoping for a little bit more, but that's kind of the marker I want to expect. And if we get anywhere close to that, I will. Well, if we get anywhere closer, near or above that, I would be happy, because it's really, really good to see us grab some win like that over all the teams that have, let's face it, done better than us last season. So that's it for me, guys. Thank you for watching. Make sure to like, favorite, and like with all your friends, and tell me what you want to do next time. Subscribe for more content just like this. I'll be doing an NBA review on that first match and all the other matches in the preseason, along with maybe some regular season games here and there. Just to comment on our first regular season games away against the Houston Rockets on Wednesday, October 28th. And also our first home game is Friday, October 30th. And that will be at home at Pepsi Center versus the Minnesota Timberwolves. So that's it for me, guys. Hopefully you enjoyed this one, and see you all next time in my next video, which will be a review of the first NBA match with the Denver Nuggets at LA Clipper. Bye.